Hello everyone, welcome to the channel upgraded than yesterday. Today we are going to learn about the lambda expression in Java. What is lambda expression? In Java, a lambda is essentially a concise way to represent an anonymous function. Think of it as a method that does not need a name, a class, or a return type to be defined explicitly. A lambda expression can be passed as an argument to a method, or can be stored in a variable, or can be returned from a method. This significantly reduces boilerplate code, making your project cleaner and more readable. Important point to be noted that a lambda expression only works with functional interfaces. Now let's look at the syntax. There are two primary ways to write them. Every lambda has three parts: the parameter, the arrow, and the body. The parameter explains how many parameters are defined in the functional method. The arrow operator, which separates the parameter from the body. The body, where your logic resides. Lambdas are flexible. Here are 5 common variations you should know. No parameter. If the functional method takes no argument, we use empty parenthesis, arrow, then body. Single parameter. For one argument, parentheses are optional. Multiple parameters. For two or more arguments, parentheses are mandatory, like a comma b inside the bracket, this one. Multi-line body. If your logic spans multiple lines, you must use curly braces and a return statement if the method returns a value. Explicit types. Usually Java infers the types for you. However, you can declare them explicitly, like integer a, integer b. Just remember, it's all or nothing. You cannot define the type of one parameter and leave the other parameter to be inferred. To see all real benefit, let's compare an anonymous inner class with a lambda. Imagine we are implementing the runnable interface. Traditionally, we would need several lines of code just to define the run method. But since runnable is a functional interface, we can replace the entire block with a single line. The logic remains the same, but number of code got reduced significantly. This line of code. As mentioned, a lambda needs a functional interface. Java provides several built-in functional interfaces in java.util.function package. For example, runnable has run method, takes nothing, returns nothing. Supplier has get method, takes nothing but returns a value. Consumer has a method accept, takes a value but returns nothing. Predicate has test method, takes a value and returns a boolean. Function has a method apply, takes one value but returns another. Comparator has compare method which takes two values and returns an integer. Let's look at some practical example. First, a lambda can be stored in a variable. Suppose we have greeting interface which say hello method. We can assign the logic directly to a variable g of type greeting. This line of code. When we call g.sayHello, it executes the lambda logic. This shows that in Java, a lambda expression can be stored like an object. Next, You can pass a lambda as an argument to a method. If we have a method called greet that accepts greeting object, we don't need to pass class instance. We simply pass the lambda expression directly into the method. This line of code, we are passing the lambda as an argument. Finally, a method can return a lambda expression. In this example, the method getGreet returns the implementation of our interface. This line of code, here we are returning the lambda expression itself. You can find all this code sample on my GitHub repo. Here, the link is in the description. That's all for today. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.